Alright, guys, I want all of you to quiet down. There is a student who goes by Iffy who has a speech prepared for you guys. I want you all to pay close attention and take it away, Iffy. So guys, I kind of made a little yearbook for our memories in college, and I would like to show everyone those memories. And I also wrote a little poem about it, 2 years together. I hope you like it. College. Experience. Innocence. Maybe some loss of it. 2 years ago, for the first time, I stepped into these halls. Suit and tie, eyes wide. It was the biggest interview of my life. It counted. So much has happened ever since. COVID was somewhere on the horizon. Some wretched curse following us. The pivot of cancellation, the digital shift, the replacement of the originals with Google Classroom and Zoom, with masks and sanitation, with this newfound yearning for a vaccination. This was it. We had finally become sharks with no water to swim in, ready to venture on this journey, attempting to leave some kind of mark with no surface to leave it on. Suddenly we were all homeschooled, phone schooled, Google Chrome schooled. The college experience, they said, an experience brought to you straight to your bed. It wasn't all bad. There was corporate, online, and orientation, online, NGOs and logistics and profit, online. I kid, partially. It wasn't all complaints. We tried our best. We learned to make a difference, regardless of all circumstance. Yes, the summer passed by in isolation, some silent desperation, some longing for connection, some bonding over our shared situation, some new WhatsApp friends. In a few ways, it wasn't all bad. We made memories that no one else ever had. I mean, pandemics are not easily found. Online classes carried a lesson more profound than just books and beyond. They brought trials entirely unique. The wrong press of a button exposed in your sleep. A Zoom meeting raided, sides that were hard to unsee. Who else can really say they've experienced college this way? There were new identities unattached to faces through screens, that underlying feeling of wasting away your teens. Beautiful relationships created in that mutual misery. Zoom calls past midnight, endless WhatsApp group chats, Among Us and TikTok fights, the gradual turning to insomniacs. Then slight promises of normalcy, BTC 1, 2, 3, on-campus tests and laboratories. The struggle to recognize faces over names, masks hiding awkward shy smiles, some social unawareness. In our defense, it had been quite a while. The grand opening, 2 days a week. Regular classes announced back on campus, oscillating between normal and the new normal. We went to campus sparingly. COVID still rampaged despairingly. But there was light visible at the end of the tunnel. The thunderous clouds revealed some silver linings. Went to corporate, hybrid, sang around bonfires in the sweater weather, debated about world issues online, overcame distances, found new close friends of mine. Soon enough, we became execs of our own, found ourselves teammates that we learned to befriend, in this endeavor to leave an impression to make our community better. Then came the deep dive. Studying mode went into overdrive. We still kept ourselves entertained. This night before the test crammed everything we ever explained. The slow approaching mocks would scare us white, but we persevered, prayed, and somewhat got it right. Days went on and CIs came nearer. COVID looked back and had other plans. A pushback, a delay, no exams. The summer awaited, our first time as executives. Event after event, it was consecutive. All entities were in full flight. Project after project, the campus was never quiet. The world became a better place, or at least so we tried. We brought smiles, provided shelter. College regained its former grace. This newfound spirit, this urge to participate. Summer ended and along came NQC. Houses came to play on the biggest stage of all. Decor, sports and entrances, some victories and some pitfalls. Then summer came to a close. The miserable virus still wasn't gone yet. Again, we went back to online classes. Our exams on the horizon. Each one of us studied hard, no compromising. October, November exams were a struggle, but we came out champions-ish. When we returned complete. Everyone was on campus. The commotion was sweet. Studying never came to mind when I was with my friends. We talked and laughed to no end. I learned so much inside these walls. College is where I finally learned about alcohol, ethanol, propanol, and butanol. Chemistry marks were always a terrifying affair. The toppers were greeted with angry glares, the barely passers celebrated down the stairs. We spent so much time exchanging notes. Notes that were barely ever our own. There was that one saint who had to work all alone. Those saints, saviors for all of those who don't. Our teachers were some of the best around. They taught us to perfection regardless of our antics. We built bonds of respect and connections so sound. We tried to focus in class, but how does one do that when it's mathematics? Then to the TAs we'd go and hope to retain the stuff that they know. This college environment just brewed excitement and fun, bro. Some days we complained about college. Our petty protests were barely acknowledged. We tread these halls carefully, trying to avoid getting a strike. Tried our best to sit through the classes we didn't like. We were always on our best behavior, most of the times. Followed our wall unwaveringly, all of the time. College fever was something so thrilling. The times with those mates were so fulfilling. Chilling, eating biryani in the skybox, jamming to tunes till the speaker stops. Every day was a memory. We documented each moment. From TikToks to snaps to Polaroid photographs. From flowers to letters to exchanging autographs. In college we made some new kind of friends. Some entered zones they weren't in before. Some planned lifetimes to spend. We had become mates with the housing staff. Had so many laughs with Zain Bhai at the gate. Learned so much from our admin and dean. Our relationships with the faculty were great. Eventually we ended up directors, with some influence and power, with the will to do the right thing. The executives worked their hearts out in the winter. One final push. They made their efforts and became legends set in stone. Entities got to their thrones, and it was finally time for them to leave their temporary homes. The last day of classes, we had found something, we had lost something. It was all very confusing. Writing on each other's shirts, confessing our true feelings for one another, some torn pocket strikes, some emotional goodbyes, the college life. That was the cherry beginning of the end. We still had great events, handmade boats, going out for a swim. Regatta was a competitive day, but followed was an eventful free flow and a musical night. There was definitely something in that water that brought our emotions to life. That evening made us realize there would never be another experience quite alike. Around the corner came our final mocks. For these exams we sacrificed blood and sweat and definitely tears. The pressure, the hustle, there was nothing equivalent. A few exams later, finally free. There, our last academic commitments went. There were only things to look forward to now. We dressed up, had a costume party, and went crazy. We met vampires, witches, zombies, and even the weekend. We ziplined, Ferris wheeled, danced, and sang our hearts out. A much needed gathering before the year ends. It was amazing to be around my friends again, even if it was a bit hard to recognize them. We would also do our last sports day. Each house went out of their way to persist, because this time, it was the last time. Black was the winner. Ate the other houses for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Sorry, I'm biased. All houses celebrated the event that would forever be reminisced. Our last big event was the House of Dreams, a splashing festival, echoing of laughter and screams. Tears mixed with the water as we realized that this was the last time that we would meet in a Nixter event as Nixter students. And then we were here, in gowns and hats, missing all of that. We didn't realize how fast our last year went together. Time really does fly. It was like yesterday that I stepped into these halls. Now I'm here, leaving this place, suit and tie and eyes wide. is the most important event of my life. It's as if life thinks I'm ready for the responsibilities ahead, and this way of easy living leaves me at somewhat of a dead end. College, experience, innocence, maybe some loss of it. It had just begun and I don't want to lose it. College finally felt like a second home. It always hurts to leave home. I can't fathom a future without these friends. These crazy, stupid, annoying, but loving friends. Why does it have to end? We made groups, gangs, and families here. It took us time to build the bonds we share. It took us time to understand their absurd affairs. It took us time to realize that soon they might not be there. Everyone goes their own ways. Some even stay. But never again will any of us be able to replicate these days. If I could go back in time, I would wipe away all complaints. I would see the campus through the eyes of my AS self. I would have so much to experience. I would embark on so many new adventures. I would have so much time. I would like maybe just one more day of my dysfunctional routine, of that lack of normalcy, of Nixter. We came here as strangers. We left with lifelong companions, with memories that we won't forget, with choices we won't regret. Looking back at it, my friends, that was quite the college experience. Hello? Who's that?
Iffy, why are you crying? We're all still here. Look at your screen.
I know you feel like you want me, and I guess in a way you do.
I wish our college was going to be a big hit or miss for me, since we were going to start in 2020, and I wasn't sure if Mixer was the right choice. But if you ask me now, even though there are some things I wish I would have done differently, I am so glad I picked Mixer to be the college that I go to. And I'm so glad I got to meet these amazing people.
So college was a place that inspired me to become my most authentic self and to express my creativity in like so many different ways without having anything hold me back.
The friendships I formed in ICSA and the organizations I joined taught me that I could become the person I'd always wanted to be. Despite all the A-level trauma that I went through in ICSA, I still feel like it's one of the very few places that I would call my home. And I met so many friends here who made me see myself. and I changed as a person, as an individual, and I just loved everyone in Mixer, how inspirational everyone was, how different everyone was, even though some of them made me not want to exist, but I mean, that was also unique in their own way.
Losing it on you is the last thing I know.
Are you sure?
I'll just make you cry.
Hello bro, Nixer was so amazing. I love Nixer. Oh my god, yay, go Sharks!
Now's not the right time. I don't wanna fight with you.
So college was something that I was really looking forward to, but once I came, it has just become this overcrowded space that's just suffocating at this point. But I miss it, so give or take, it was okay-ish, I guess.
I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie.
Nixer was an absolutely transformational experience for me. It really taught me that I can really do everything I want to do. You know, I made so many friends and I played so many sports. I joined the basketball team and the football team, and I really did it all. And I attribute that to Sir Nixer, no Sir Nadi.
Losing it on you is the last thing I I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. I promise, now's not the right time. And I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. I would rather lie. I would rather lie. I don't wanna fight. I would rather lie to you. I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie.
We touch, we break, make it seem like we feel the same. We love what we hate. We lie, but we know we can't water what doesn't grow. Give up, let it go. Well, we fell apart just in time. You say at least it was worth the try. At least it was worth the try. At least it was worth the try. I drive from your place, miss your lips, but I hate the taste. No fun in this game. I will call our bluff, 'cause using bodies isn't good enough. Slow down.
Cristiano Ronaldo, Suey.
Well, we fell apart just in time. Ooh, you say at least it was worth the try. At least it was worth the try. At least it was worth the try. We keep playing games, can't go separate ways. Break up all the same.
least it was worth a try. At least it was worth a try. Hey you, I saw you from the distance. Hey you, can we talk? Hey you, I think you're my subsistence. Hey you, or am I wrong?
Well, all great things must come to an end. I will start by thanking Ayesha for writing the poem you guys heard at the start. I want to thank NG Fan Club for helping me come up with this idea. I want to thank my crew, which consisted of Adeena, Ruqiat, Basil, Majeed, Mahrukh, Umer, Malaika, Minal, Bree, and Musu. Each one of them helped with the pictures, contacted more people to reach out, and gave me ideas for the video. And finally, I want to thank everyone here. The love this batch has given me is like no other. And it made me want to do something that would be everlasting. Something we can all look back on. It was an honor to be your batchmate, guys, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the Iffy experience. And for the last time, 3, 2, 1, goodbye, sharks.